Hello, goodbye, and hello again. Welcome back to Drifter Carbon TCG. Today we're doing an unboxing of Future Me Problems by Mattel Games. And this is made by Sarah Anderson, who does the Sarah Scribbles webcomic, which is cool. And it is for 2 to 4 players, and it is for 7 and up, so 7 years old and up. And yeah, it's not a trading card game, but it is a card game. I'm kind of branching out and doing some other things on the channel now too, instead of just doing Pokemon. On the back it says, Future Me Problems, inspired by Sarah Anderson and her webcomic Sarah Scribbles. Future Me Problems is the game all about avoiding that large important task you don't want to do. Just plan out your lazy day with schedule cards, making sure you can waste as much time as possible. So you're every turn you're laying out a schedule with your schedule cards, and collect distractions. And with the schedule cards, like some of them are going to be negative ones, but you can there are schedule cards that allow you to pass off the rest of your schedule to another player. Collect distractions and dodge responsibilities. So these are the other kind of card that are being drawn over time. And in the middle of that deck, there's the large important task. It says, avoid the large important task card most of all. It's hiding somewhere in the middle of the deck. If you draw that, the game ends, and you also lose 5 points. So the distractions are good. You're getting points for distractions, and you're losing points for responsibilities. So you can kind of get the vibe they're going for with this game. It's looking like there's 96 cards in here if you count both of the kinds of deck, and an instruction sheet. So let's go ahead and get into this. Cut along here carefully. Maybe don't cut towards myself. That's always what they tell you to do, right? Don't cut towards yourself. Hold on. I am going to cut down. There we go. The tape was a little more resilient than I thought it was going to be. Come on. Come on. There we go. We got there eventually. Okay, that's all the tape that's there. Let's open it up. I've got a couple of other games of this sort to look at eventually. So we have an instruction manual. We can look at this first. It folds out. So are you supposed to look at this all at once, or are you supposed to flip through it like a page? Should we read all of the instructions? Well, I feel like I just gave a description of how the game is played for the most part. It's not too terribly complicated. A game of avoiding responsibilities. Time to be responsible, and nothing is going to distract me this time. There's the large important task. Hi. Oh, it's the game. Yes, I'll be waiting, says the large important task. So 54 schedule cards, which are rectangular, and 42 activity cards, which are square. So schedule and activity are the two kinds of card. What's the point? Earn the highest score by collecting activity cards. You want to get distractions and avoid responsibilities. You can pause the video and look at the rest of this at your own pace. I'm not going to read the entire instruction manual, but I will show it off. There you go. And then here's page 2. And then there's that part. Over here, what if I don't have a pillow? Oh, right. This is important too. There are schedule cards that have pillows on them, and those have to be, one of those has to be at the end of your schedule. And if you don't, then if you don't end your schedule in a nap, you must turn over cards from the top of the schedule deck until you find one with a pillow icon. That card becomes the final card in your schedule. Put any schedule cards you turned over on any other schedule cards you turned over on the discard pile. For each card you turned over on the discard pile, for each card you turned over, including the one you added to your schedule, you must return 1 positive point worth of activity cards. More on this below. From the score pile to the bottom of the activity deck. If you don't have cards with the exact number of points you need, then you must return a larger point card or a combination of cards, even if they are worth more points than what you need to get rid of. If you don't have enough points in your score pile, you must return as many as you can. So you can like bankrupt yourself for points by doing that. Ending the game. The game ends as soon as the player collects the large important task card. When this happens, the active player finishes their turn, then all players add up their points on their activity cards. So yes, eventually the large important task will catch up with you. There is no escaping the large important task. Here's a description on activity cards. We're talking about responsibilities and distractions. The schedule cards. So flip the activity deck over. If it is face down, it is now be face up. When this deck is face up, all players get to see the cards drawn from the deck before they go into your score pile. I see. If you're getting close to where you think the large important task card is, playing flip the deck is a good way to avoid it. So yes, since the whole point is to put that off as long as possible so you can get as many points as possible, playing a flip deck card could be very advantageous. And then there's free time. You find more time in the day, choose one responsibility from your score pile and remove it from the game, return it to the game box, not back to the activity deck. So that the free time lets you get rid of one negative point and swap player. Choose another player to carry out the rest of the cards in your schedule. This player makes any choices required by your remaining cards. It's a great way to get someone else to do the things or draw the cards you don't want to. And there's more work, which is, your to-do list just got longer. The number shown on the card indicates the total number of points from distractions. Distractions are the blue activity cards worth positive points that you must remove from your score pile. Okay, so if you end up with a more work card, if somebody else settles you with the more work card, then you're removing positive points from your score. So there are some take that mechanics in this, as people say. And then the last page, gift cards. Draw cards from the activity deck equal to the number of players, then distribute them however you like so that each player gets one card, including yourself. But be careful, if you draw the large important task card, you must keep that card for yourself. If there aren't enough cards left in the activity deck, it's possible that not every player will receive one. And then there's naps, which doesn't do anything by itself, but it does have a pillow on it. So the nap is kind of a free rest. It's a way to end your schedule without any like major effects going on, no positive or negative things happening. It's just when you start the game, each player gets one nap card, and then I think you put the rest in the game box. I don't think those are drawn normally. They might be. I'm not 100% sure on that. All right. So here we have our two decks, and they have a little slip of paper. Which one should we look at first? Let's do this one. Hold on. I guess we're just going to remove the paper. There we go. Throw that away later. Activity cards. So we'll flip through these real quick. There's a frivolous thought, daydream for one. There's take cat pics. all with cute little artwork from in the Sarah Scribbles style. Coffee break for one. These are all one cards so far. Dance. These are positive things so far. Random poses. Annoyed the cat. Selfie session. Take a bunch of pictures of yourself. Yes. Dwell on the past. Always a. I guess that counts as a positive way to use your time. There's snack breaks. Tag friends and memes. Check social media. Check the news, which I would consider to be at times a negative thing, but you know, it is a distraction, I suppose. Pet the dog. Brain glitch. Online shopping. Ah, yes, retail therapy. Doodling. Looks like she's drawing on the walls there. Decorate. Geek out. She's going to the fandom. Oh, yeah. Organize your closet. I guess some people consider that a positive thing. There's fight with people online. That one's worth 2 points. These are worth 2 now. Learn a TikTok dance. Follow a beauty tutorial. 5-2 favorite album. Infinite scroll. Thought spiral. The brain's going down the bad thought spiral, but these are still the positive cards. That's still considered a thing that you want to get. There's dissociate and shower. Oh yes, one of my favorite activities. Dissociating. There's new obsession. She's become obsessed with frogs, has filled her room with everything frog. Solve an internet mystery. It was nearly 2 weeks before the corpse was found. Do witchy stuff for 3. We're in 3-point territory now. Wikipedia rabbit hole. Read favorite book. Now we're into the negatives. So this is get up on time. Don't want to be doing that. That would be a responsibility right there. These are the responsibility cards now. Make the bed. Water plants. Please. Need water. Clean. Feed pets. Very, very important responsibility there. Got to feed your pets. Practice your hobby. Practice. Meet up with friends. Groceries. Things that you have to do, but that are not always what you would prefer to be doing. Since the goal is to waste time. Social engagement. Very intimidating task, that one. I would count social engagement as the 3-point responsibility. Phone call. Nobody wants to answer the phone. And of course, the dreaded -5-point, very large important task. The actual work you are avoiding, which ends the game. So yes, that was that pile of the distractions and responsibilities. Put this back in the box. Let's open these guys. Are we supposed to slide this off, or are we supposed to, I guess it doesn't matter, it's just paper. Yeah, that's not supposed to be a reusable things. We have schedule cards. Oh, hold on, it's upside down. Schedule cards. We have draw cards. Draw two cards. Draw two cards. Several copies of each of these without any real interesting artwork on them, but not everything has to be. These are practical cards. These are your schedule. Ah, okay. So this one is a draw card that doesn't have a pillow, but this one does have a pillow. So this could be the end of your turn, your schedule. There's several of those. Draw three cards. Draw three cards with a pillow. Here we have flip deck. She's having a bit of a freak out there. Several of these. Are there pillow card versions of everything? There appear to be, so far at least. Swap player. So hand off your the rest of your activities, the rest of your schedule to another player. I do like Sarah Scribbles' artwork. I've been occasionally reading the comic for years now. I really enjoyed her Halloween ones that she was posting on social media. There's free time, which is always good. Always want as many free time as possible. Free time could be anything. There's more work. You're losing points if you draw these ones. More work for one. There's a small stack of papers. More work for two. There's a bigger stack of papers and books. So more work for three. There's a huge mountain of. There's only one more work for three, but that's a 3-point loss. There's give cards, making it rain, and it's a resting card as well. It's a pillow card. So you can, here are the nap cards. Flip that around. Okay, cool. So that was Future Me Problems. And I look forward to getting to play this at some point with people. I might consider doing full-on reviews once I've played a game enough. Let me know in the comments down below if you're interested in seeing a review for this game. Once I've gotten a full feel for what it's like to play the game. But yeah, please leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and please subscribe if you haven't already. And I will be doing more things in the future. I've got Doomlings. I've got the second edition of the Lord of the Rings. Not Lord of the Rings. Game of Thrones. Very different thing. Game of Thrones card game that I intend to look at some point. Do an opening of that as well. Yeah. So. Thank you for joining me, and I'll catch you next time. Put this back in the box, rearrange everything. It is the opposite of an opening video now. It is a closing video. All right, peace. Thank you. Please like, subscribe, and share. Drifter Carbon was filmed in front of an undead studio audience.